What up, folks? It's your boy Trails, and we back with another one. And we got some crazy news, which I think is actually sabotage when you look at it. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Vogue magazine cover that Angel Reese just recently got. Now, we got this article that we could break down the story of it. We can actually see the image, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then we can go ahead and read the comments. All right. WNBA star Angel Reese lands Vogue cover. WNBA player Angel Reese has landed a Vogue cover, posing for a story about how the world of fashion and sports have collided, with interviews from Reese, tennis player Frances Tiafoe, and Olympic sprinter Gabby Thomas, the last of whom received a separate cover. The story delves into why fashion brands are tapping athletes as some of their biggest stars. Though luxury labels have often tapped fashionable athletes in the past for campaigns and on-court collaborations, the relationship has been hypercharged as of late. NBA, WNBA, and NFL tunnel walks have turned arenas into highly anticipated runways, and in turn, athletes have made debuts on actual runways, with Olympians Noah Lyles and Jordan Childs making their debuts for the New York Fashion Week in the fall. All right, now here goes the image here, and I kind of got a problem with it because they got her looking all buck-eyed and like off. It's not. There's absolutely full cleavage coverage. I mean, it's to make her look as mid and as buckeye and crazy as possible, I think. I personally don't think they should have selected this cover. Ain't no telling who was responsible for doing that, but they should be fired. That week saw plenty of athletic influence, from Willie Travere's collaboration with Adidas to Tony Burke's meldings of sportswear and ready-to-wear, while the events coincided with the U.S. Open, bringing in an extra dose of fashion courtside as guests pinged between the two schedules. Okay, look at this one. Now this one is a lot better. Why wasn't this on the cover? Way much better. She's not like all buckeye, it's looking really fashy. That one would have been way better than this one. I mean, it just seems like, honestly, they set her up for failure. I don't know. You could disagree. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be on the cover or any of that junk. I'm just saying that the photographer was on some bullshit. The person who picked this was on some bullshit. There's plenty of other photos and poses and styles that they could have captured in that moment to highlight her beauty. But it seems like they did their best to make sure her beauty wasn't highlighted. You know what I'm saying? For Reese, who earned the nickname Bayou Barbie for her glam looks during Louisiana State University games, it's always been both basketball and fashion, she told Vogue. The all-star forward, who is gearing up for her second season with the Chicago Sky in the spring, recalled to the magazine how she's been a fashion girly since she was young. I was always in my mom's closet putting on her stuff. I like to carry a purse, hair done. I wanted to look put together. I still do, she said. She used to practice her runway walk while watching America's Next Top Model, she added, in hopes to walk a Paris Fashion Week at some point. For Vogue, Reese appeared in wretched red Versace dress, which is a great dress, photographed by Norman Jean Roy. Now, I don't know. The basketball star shared the cover on X account and Instagram story shortly after publication, writing, "I covered up and gave y'all cover girl," a response to online criticism she received last week after posting videos of an ultra low-key neckline animal print dress she wore for New Year's Eve. "Show up as yourself even if it makes others uncomfortable," she wrote in a separate post. Yeah, but then you switched it up, and They made sure they did their best to not capture you. And I mean, definitely kudos for getting on the magazine. We ain't here to try to throw any shade at Angel Reese. I support Angel Reese, and everything. But I'm just saying, it seems like they set her up for failure by giving her this to not be as beautiful as they could have made her. I guarantee the price they paid this photographer, they could have found someone cheaper that would have did a way better job. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's just my only critic. You can critique me in the comments about that if you wish, but that's all I'm really saying. But let's see what the comments say. All right, we're going to go ahead and go with the top comments since we want to see who the biggest hoot hollers of the magazine has been. All right, first up, what is the criteria to achieve a Vogue cover? Certainly not looks. This tattooed woman is not attractive, nor does she project an image of sophistication, neither an image or attitude. Yeah, she's an athlete, so what? Coincidentally, another famous LSU female athlete is striking in all categories, including the awards, but she has not made the cover. Livy Dunne, about the same age, has been heralded for years, yet zero nods from the lib industry. Not to you, but to me and many others, she is very attractive. And I think so too, but I think he is allowed to throw that shade out there when they set her up for failure with this image here. You get what I'm saying? She may be in demand at 2 in the morning, but certainly not as a model, classless. Now that's just hate and negativity right there. And you're already guessing it's going to be plenty of that. She is on the cover of Vogue, so that comment is pretty ridiculous. I like CC, but she won't be in demand in the morning or afternoon. CC is handsome, and I do like her latest after shave commercial. 3 people didn't like that. Don't kid yourself, brother. And I know you're not. Being on a cover of Vogue is and has been for decades a political move, and in this case, racist. Wait, what? Otherwise, Melania Trump, a world supermodel and first lady, the most beautiful one at that, would have been on multiple covers in her 4-year reign, and I'll bet money she won't be in for the next 4 years. She ain't did shit to be on the cover. And by the way, it has nothing to do with my comments. She is simply not fashion magazine cover material. Vogue doesn't believe in you. For some reason, I believe them. I've seen Melania with no clothes on, and they say AR has no class. Got him. Victimized them. The Vogue cover and her many other non-basketball marketing deals, photo shoots, and celebrity appearances just means she is not working on improving her game in the gym. By last reckoning, she has horrendous fundamentals, especially as it comes to her shooting form. Her rebounding totals are paddled by grabbing her own missed shots, which are numerous. Regardless of the spoiled brat routine that she put on last season, I'm glad she's getting opportunities away from the court. I'm admittedly not a big fan of her attitude/self-importance that she has shown since entering the league. And it's no rookie of the year, but at least she's making waves. Well, 12 people liked it, 14 did. Damn, Angel, you just can't catch a break. Many of the posters are supporters of Clark who just wish to use this platform to demean this woman. They think that this is their way of doing so. Yet I am willing to be that none are beautiful themselves and are very ugly inside and out. She told you. 180 plus comments is all you need to know. Don't even read them. Hard to imagine so many grown people hating on a young woman for being a celebrity. Out of all the garbage that has come from the media over the years, Angel Reese is the problem? Yeah, she's black, duh. For building her brand and making money? Clearly Clark fans, we're sorry, Caitlyn wasn't chosen for the Vogue cover, guys. Oh, 24 people didn't like that. 22 like maybe she shouldn't act like a spoiled entitled brat just because Clark is better than her. Caitlin Clark is the Time Athlete of the Year. LOL. Trust me, we don't hate Angel Reese because she's a celebrity. She'll be on stage in a nightclub in Chicago in 2 years tops. Ooh, brutal. These people are so mean. That's just a fantasy in the minds of CC fans. It's bizarre that people care about this basketball player so much. People want to believe AR is jealous of CC because that makes them feel better. This is what you get from Colts. AR is just going about her life being very successful. She's got no reason to be jealous of CC. I mean, just look at her. Most CC fans know nothing about basketball, have only been basketball fans since they heard CC's name and exist just to hate AR. Read them and weep. I'm not a fan of AR, but I don't think she's the problem either. I believe she is pursuing the life she wants in her areas of interest, as does CC. I believe they seek out opportunities, and surely many are presented to them. Their pursuits are different. They are different, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I wouldn't let the comments bother you. Everyone has an opinion, and they are entitled to, even if we may not agree. That's what's up. I'll end it with that one because there's so many comments, and that's a good way to end it because that person was spitting bars, fam. He did real well. And what do you say about this situation? Am I right when I say that it looks like Vogue set her up with the image? I mean, yes, it's still beautiful, but could have been a lot better because this is Vogue. Yes, and I think it should have been. And that's not to negate her achievements and not to say kudos to her. I just wanted to give you a quick scope into the feelings and the thoughts and comments on what other people had to say about this situation. You dig? Here, we even give you a couple more. I got a little time. It looks horrible. I cannot believe they approved that cover. When they put black women on the cover, there is always something off about it. They don't use the black photographer nor makeup artist, and you can tell it all the time. Her pics on Instagram look better. And now that's true. And this guy racist. Nope, true. And that's true. I agree. She is a beautiful young woman, and they used a horrible picture for the cover where both eyes don't appear to be looking at the same thing. Reese deserved better. She is stunning. And that's what I'm saying. See, I'm glad I actually, instead of cutting out, because I would have never read that. I didn't read these comments prior. But yeah, I'm glad to see other people are seeing that too, man. They definitely set her up. They set my girl up, man. They did you in, AR, man. That's not cool, man. Nah, she's a gorgeous young woman, and that photo doesn't do her justice. Right. Rude. Don't use a black hairstyle either. Didn't use a black hairstyle either. What? This is our who hairstyle this belong to? Huh? Wow. Of course, any woman out of our community, people like to always throw negative shade no matter how beautiful they look. Of course, I suppose Iwu would say that. Had it been Caitlin Clark, Iwu would have said so differently. Next, Caitlin Clark, a horse. Next. Damn, these dudes. I thought I'd be going in. It's tough getting a good picture of her. If she turns her head a fraction either way, you only get one eye in the picture. The wide eye stance is really, really scary. That's what I'm saying. Because it's already bad enough that a lot of white people don't like us for being black. You throw that on the top of there, that gives them a reason to bitch and whine and protest even more. And it really feels like this is the atmosphere that Vogue wanted to achieve. They knew that a lot of people would be like, oh, she's beautiful anyways. And they also knew a lot of people would throw shade at her beauty and comment about the photo. I don't know, man. I hate to throw conspiracy theories up out there, but I'm telling you, man, something just does not seem right about this Vogue image, man. They set my girl up, put her in some badass Versace too. They put her in some Versace and then made her look like Hirachi. Mm-mm-mm. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Make sure you hit that like, sub. Make sure you let me know what you think about this one. Am I over whooping, or did they do her dirty in this one? And yeah, shout out to AR, and shout out to the people too who actually getting it in the comments here, man. It's good to see that there are some good people here and there on the other side. Might be far and few in between, but they're there. And we see you, we recognize you, and much love. And like always, you know how we end it all. Deuces.